Well, good evening, all. Thanks for everybody stopping by the KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, where ham radio comes to life. I'm going to stream the Nixa Amateur Radio Club's NARC check-in tonight. Not exactly sure who's net control tonight. Hopefully next year I'll get a little more time and I'll actually start doing some of these NARC check-in nets. The net should start here in about 4 minutes. And we'll take a standby for a minute. And then we'll be ready for the net to start. Evening, Sean. And yeah, anybody that stops by the net, the stream tonight, 8 o'clock, go to Ham Radio with K0MAD. And if you're local in the area of southwest Missouri, there will be a 2-meter single sideband net on 146.460. He starts off on a vertical antenna on his tower, and then after the check-ins on the vertical, he takes and starts spinning his beam around. Oh, no stream for the simplex tonight. But you're still welcome to stop by if you're local in the area. I said the simplex net, after he does check-ins with vertical off his vertical antenna, he goes to his beam and he starts spinning around, starts down to the southeast, and he's in Aurora. And then he spins back all the way around to the southwest before he goes back to vertical to end the net. So everybody's welcome to check into the simplex night tonight as well. 146.460.
Please stand by for the NARC net, due to begin in about 3 minutes. This is Kilo Bravo Zero, November Hotel X-ray.
K0KDW radio check on ball, over.
Full quieting of the repeater. Link might have a little bit of white noise on it, but you sound good, Brad.
No DMR or All-Star tonight. It appears the All-Star crane's out.
I was aware of that. Yeah, that's a topic for. I'll tell you what's going on down there. But it's just I need to go down and power the computer back up. I guess the BIOS wasn't programmed to turn on automatically after a power failure. And when they test a generator once a month, it powers the computer down, and someone has to manually go down there and turn it back on. That's why it's not on.
With that, I'll be standing by. K0KDW.
All these little gotchas that get you when you're trying to run a repeater network, you know it? Just when you think you got everything, one little thing can just ruin your day. All right, KB0 check, standing by. All stations, welcome to the Halloween version of the Nixa Amateur Radio Club Thursday night check-in net. This net is held every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. This is an open net, and anyone listening is invited to participate. The purpose of the net is to allow operators to check their radios and their antenna systems, and also to help us verify repeater operation and to distribute local amateur radio event information. And since I'm running the net tonight, that means one thing. It's the 5th Thursday of the month. This is Kilo Bravo Zero, November Hotel X-ray. I'll be net control this evening. Tonight I'm running the net from the 147.015 repeater in Northeast Springfield. This net is heard on 14 repeaters throughout the region, including normally Echolink, node K0NXA, and the Southwest Missouri DMR talk group 31291, and All-Star node 565-503. However, this evening, Brad and I were discussing, those are not connected. So we'll get that taken care of hopefully before next week. If you want a complete list of repeaters on the net, you can visit www.nixahams.net and click on the Nest page. We ask that everybody would please key their microphone for about 1 second before speaking. This allows all the link radios to activate, and then you can give your call sign first phonetically and then the regular way, followed by your location and what repeater you're using to check on the net. When you advise what repeater you're using, that helps us to know which repeaters are being used and which ones are working or not working if there's an issue or it sounds great. Following the net, the repeaters will remain linked together until 9 p.m. This allows you to take a few extra minutes to contact your favorite QSO partner and try out any radios or new antennas you might have up on the various VHF and UHF bands. The Nixa Amateur Radio Club is a special services club recognized by the ARRL and is a not-for-profit corporation in the state of Missouri. The Nixa Amateur Radio Club works with local police, fire and emergency management, and the National Weather Service occasionally to provide communications for Joe's emergency events. Are there any stations on frequency with emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing no emergency traffic, is there anyone on frequency that has an announcement for the general interest of amateur radio? Please call now.
Alpha 0 Kilo Delta Whiskey.
Acknowledge Kilo Alpha 0 Kilo Delta Whiskey. Brad, go ahead with your announcement, please.
That was odd. That didn't sound like the normal courtesy tone when I unkeyed. As I've been doing since about Tuesday, I've been giving updates on the sugar fire, as the U.S. Forestry Service has called it. And in their words, they say we were given a Halloween treat due to the rain. They are happy to report that they are now 100% contained with the fire, and they hope that it does not get further out of hand. That being said, despite having some rain, many areas are still under a burn ban, so strongly advised not to burn until we get much more in the way of rain. K0KDW, that's all, and we'll see everybody next week on the net, and next week for the Hamfest, which I'm sure you'll have more details on here in a minute. K0KDW.
Brad, thanks for the update there. Yeah, the only fire that we recommend is putting fire in the wire as you're making contacts this weekend in your favorite contest. All right, we'll go ahead and kick on down to the club-related announcements that Randy, KC0UKB, formulated for me today. He hopes that the bands have not been too scary for you today, and the only howling that you are hearing is from the radio, or the only howling that you're hearing from the radio is heterodynes from adjacent channels. I love it. We are only, or just about a week away from this year's Hamfest, which is being held at the Victory Baptist Church at 252 North Nicholas Road in Nixa. Again, that's 252 Nicholas Road, North Nicholas Road in Nixa. And I was going to log in here to the website. If you go to the website, if you're interested in getting tickets, you can go to nixahams.net and then click on the Buy Tickets button, and then you can determine what you'd like to buy. It looks like, so a bit of news here. We did open up some extra tables for the Hamfest this year because we've had, we ended up selling about 5 more than what we were originally planning on. So we went ahead and opened it up and made it to where we're going to have 54 tables available. So we've got 7 of those tables left. And so if anyone would like to get a table, run over to nixahams.net, click on the Hamfest, buy tickets, and then you can either select regular admission or reserve a table and take care of all that online, and then you'll get on our checklist, and you'll be good to go come Hamfest Day. Some more information regarding the Hamfest that you might like to know about before November the 9th. And we are hoping for good weather that day, so no snow or anything like that. But we do have paved parking, so that won't be an issue as we've had in the past. If you're wanting to eat while you're on site, we have a separate foyer this year. We've got some tables set up. It's just going to be off the Hamfest Convention main floor. There'll be a number of round tables there and chairs that you can sit and eat and be out of the way and not feel like you're in the way, basically. I always feel like the last couple of years it's been kind of claustrophobic. And so this year we have extra room and a place for that. I think it's going to work out pretty well. Fatties on Wheels will be there, and they're going to provide breakfast and lunch. And last year's lunch was excellent. They had some vehicle problems and couldn't make it for breakfast, but they are assuring us that they're going to be there this year for breakfast as well. So hope that you can try their food out. It's very good. Okay, so after the doors open at 8 a.m., the flea market will be open until the Hamfest shuts down until 2 p.m. And we'll include new radio vendors such as Associated Radio and DNL Antennas and Mike Hoffman Embroidery. If you'd like to upgrade your license or obtain your license, Rob, W3LGA, and the Nixa Amateur Radio Club VE testing team will be hosting a VE testing session. No pre-registration is needed. That starts at 8:30 a.m. And as a special gift, the first 8 people to pass their technician license will receive a TalkPod A36 Max dual band HT. It's going to be programmed and ready to go. So, obviously, everybody likes the radios programmed differently, but if you're a new technician and you're going to get a radio given to you that's programmed up and ready for you to try out when you get your license, I think that's a win. And we have a couple of presentations. At 10 a.m., Larry Lamano is going to do a presentation on antenna systems. And then at 11:30 a.m., let's see here, let me go back to my email. I've got some more details on that. Larry had sent me some information last week. I want to make sure and get this right this time. Basically, this is what he sent me. His talk was going to be on basic antenna systems and how feed lines affect system performance. So, basic antenna systems and how feed lines affect system performance. So I think that'll be a very good presentation. Some other details here. Looks like he's going to cover dipoles, verticals, J-poles, some common misconceptions about antenna systems, matching networks, and, of course, the effects on feed line system performance. So there's some more details about that presentation. And, again, that is at 10 a.m. And the rooms will be marked appropriately once you get there. They will not be hard to find. And Randy Jordan, the wonderful MC that he is, will be there to tell us all about it all day long as he's reading out prize numbers and also giving information on the presentations. At 11:30 a.m., myself and Matt, K0MGS, will be presenting on the Missouri Digital Calling Network. That is a system that ties all the different digital protocols together. So, for example, D-Star, Fusion, DMR, P25, NXDN, and the new M17 mode, and how that is intertwined with the Queen City Digital Cluster that we put online last year just before the Hamfest. The club's also hosting a table this year, so anyone that has equipment they'd like to donate that we can use to sell and raise money for the club, that's greatly appreciated. This year, we're hoping to raise funds to help with the move of the Branson 146.655 repeater. For those that you have not heard, all the legal agreements are signed and in place. We've got permission to install the 146.655 as well as the 444.45 DMR repeater over at the Shepherd of the Hills Inspiration Lookout Tower, which is a super spot. It would be way better than where we're at by the Titanic Museum. A lot higher ground elevation, about 400 feet higher above sea level. And also we won't have any of the noise from cell phone providers or the noise that plagues us there in Branson. So anyway, any funds over and above the expenses from the Hamfest are going to go help us with that move this year and help expand the coverage of this SMLRS better throughout Taney, Stoneberry, and probably into Ozark counties. All right, that's it. We're going to go ahead and open that up for any portable, mobile, or short-time stations that would like to check in. Please call now.
This is Kilo, Quebec 0, Quebec KQ 0Q, Lansing, Springfield, short time, no traffic.
November 0, India, Romeo Mike, short time on the crane repeater, no traffic.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta on the 015 short time, getting ready for the Simplex net.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo, KE6GAE, Dave and on the 015, short time.
Kilo 0, Echo Alpha Victor, K0EAV, John, Nixa, short time.
County, and I do have an additional comment.
we're going to go ahead and stop there and acknowledge Lance, Kilo Quebec, Zero Quebec. Lance, good to hear you tonight. Thanks for all the work with the Hamfest this year and be a part of the Hamfest committee. Then we had Kent from the Radio Ranch in metropolitan Galena, Missouri, November 0, India radio microphone. And Kent, you might be, since you have a microphone in your call sign, you might be interested in the Heil microphone that's going to be the one of the giveaways at the Hamfest this year. Then we have Sean, Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta, out in Aurora. And Sean, you want to tell us what frequency the simplex is on? Maybe some other people would like to check into that.
Yep, it's on 146.460 at 8 p.m. We start on the vertical omnidirectional, and then when we stop hearing people on there, we start running the beam from south to east to north to west and back to south again, and back on the omnidirectional to close it out for any final comments. So anybody'd like to check in, 146.460 in 20 minutes or so. K0MAD.
Hey, thanks for passing along. I didn't even know you guys had that net. So Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, 146.46 simplex. Perfect. All right, then we had Dave, Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo in Rogersville. I know one thing we were talking about is the prizes for the Hamfest. Dave has been helping with that this year. He's been instrumental in getting a lot of the prizes. And I think, Dave, do you have a number on the dollar amount on prizes we're giving away this year?
KB0NHX, the rest of that. This is KE6GAE. James, it's about $3,500 when you total everything in, including the 8 radios that were donated to give to the new technicians.
All right, Dave, that's great. And those talk pods is what we're talking about there. And we're also going to have a couple of those to give away to other people as well. I think they donated 10 of those to us total. We've got, I don't even remember all the radios, but Dave has done an excellent job producing a flyer and getting it out there on Facebook and the groups.io. You can also go to smlrs.info website and click on the Hamfest tab, and there's information there if you'd like to see the list of prizes. But most of those, I'm going to say about 70% of that, between 70 and 80% of that was actually donated to the club. We didn't have to purchase it. So that's just, we actually had some people seek us out to donate to the Hamfest this year without us even having to ask. And Dave's done a lot of asking too. Of course, the club's purchased the main prize there, the grand prize, the Yaesu FT-710 AESS. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that, and I hope some people take some good radios home with them. Then we had John, K0EAV in Nixa. John, good to hear you tonight. And then Brad, KA0KDW, I think you said you had some other traffic. Go ahead.
Hopefully I'm being heard. After MAD, Bolivar just completely went silent. I'm not sure what that was about. Wanted to say that if anybody wants to get further updates about that tire and things like that, Cheryl,
We might have something going on with SMLRS. At least with Bolivar.
All right. Well, Brad, thanks for additional information there. And we'll go ahead and open the net up for another round of Portable Mobile short time. Please call now.
Oh, so maybe
Kilo
that was
Charlie
here.
0 Indy Yankee India KC0 IY. Jimmy Nixa on the 015. Short time, no traffic.
Peter, no traffic.
Kilo Charlie 0 Papa Kilo Tango KC0 PKT. Aaron and Nixa on the 015 repeater. Short time, no traffic.
KE6GAE, recheck with a comment.
All right, we'll stop there. We had Jim, KC0IYI, and Nixa. And then we had Aaron, KC0PKT, and Nixa also, both on the 015, no traffic. And then we had another station there doubled with KC0IYI. Can you try it again, please?
Victor Baker, N5BBB, Clint, Kirbyville, Missouri, on a portable, no traffic.
Traffic. They had a couple stations. November 5, Victor Baker, I believe it was, in Kirbyville. And who was the other station on one of the eastern repeaters?
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Golf Whiskey on the 775. Greg in Lebanon, no traffic.
I believe I got Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Golf Whiskey, Greg in Lebanon. Good signal. Thanks for checking in, and then we'll go back to K6GAE with a comment. Go ahead.
KB0NHX and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Well, the first thing I want to let everybody know, if you go find my YouTube channel, if you want to hear how your radio sounds on the SMLRS system, I am live streaming. So as soon as the net's over, the stream will be up there where you can go and watch if you want to hear your radios. The other thing is, this Saturday is the first Saturday of the month, so I want to remind everybody that my Hams Around the Ozark breakfast will be happening at the Golden Corral in Springfield off of Glenstone and Primrose. Just north of 60 there. We meet at 8 o'clock in the morning in the back room. It's not club specific. Don't even have to belong to a club. Don't even actually have to be a ham if you're listening to this and you're interested. Come on down and enjoy good camaraderie and ask all the questions you want. But that'll be this Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning. Be in the back room. That's all I got, James. So back to net control, K6GAE.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks for the information on the ham breakfast this Saturday at the Golden Corral. And that's becoming a very popular event. I hear a lot of people talking about it. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and open that up for any regular check-ins. Anyone that would like to check in, any repeater, traffic or no traffic, this is your chance to jump in here now. KB0 NHX net control.
Echo 0, Mike Yankee Oscar, Pomona.
On the Branson machine, no traffic.
N0, LRG, Lynn Creek, Missouri, $1 repeater, no traffic.
Kilo Whiskey, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Mike Delta Echo, KF0, MDE, Steve in Lamar on the Golden City repeater, no traffic.
We'll go ahead and take a break there. I've got 4 stations. One of them was a double. The station out of Branson, can you give your call sign again, please, and your name?
Zero Tango Kilo Victor, Dave in Sparta on the Branson machine, no traffic.
All right, Dave, Kilo Echo 0, Tango Kilo Victor. Out of Sparta on the Branson repeater. You got a good signal, so thanks for checking. I always appreciate that you move around to the different repeaters and we can hear how you sound on the different machines there, so I do appreciate that. So back to the top of the list, had Kilo Echo 0, Mike Yankee Oscar, I believe it was. What was the location again? I didn't hear that. I thought they said Pomona. So, anyway, I'll check that out when I get back to the house. Then we had November 0, Lima Romeo Golf in Lynn Creek out on the Bolivar machine. Good signal tonight. Thanks for checking in. Then we had Steve, Kilo Echo 0, Mike Delta Echo out of Lamar on the Golden City repeater. Good signal. Thanks for checking in. Hopefully I read my writing correctly there. It's either Kilo Echo or Kilo Foxtrot. So, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong there on that.
That would be Kilo Foxtrot 0, Mike Delta Echo, KF0, MDE, Steve in Lamar, Golden City repeater.
Steve, yep. Got you that time. KF0, MDE. You got a good signal, so just trying to write on a napkin here, and it didn't work that well. All right. Down to the bottom of the list, are there any other stations on frequency that would like to check into the net tonight? Please call now. This is Kilo Bravo 0, November Hotel X-Ray.
This is Kilo Charlie 0, Uniform Kilo Bravo, Randy, Springfield on the 015 repeater.
We had a couple stations there. I copied Radio Randy there, Kilo Charlie 0, Uniform Kilo Bravo. Randy, thanks for your help with the Hamfest committee this year, too, and for all the announcements you make on the repeaters at all hours of the day and night. For those who don't know, Randy is the voice of the IDs on the Nixa repeaters. So, Randy, did you have any traffic tonight? We had a couple stations there. I copied Radio Randy.
I talk way too much IDing all the repeaters. It's kind of hard to get all that done all day and night. Having to, it's not recorded or anything. I get on each one and ID it once every. That's not true. Anyway, no, I had no other additional traffic, but it is unusual to hear my call sign on the radio.
We're glad to hear it. So great signal. It's the repeater, and we'll clear with you. And then we had a station out of Branson to try to check in. You partially dealt with Randy, so I did not catch the call sign. Can you try it again?
This is Kilo Echo 0, Papa, Uniform Quebec, Branson.
Kilo Echo 0, Papa, Uniform Quebec out of Branson. Thank you for checking in tonight. Your signal's great. I just had a double with Randy, and I couldn't catch your call sign. And there's one other station, I think it was on one of the eastern repeaters, Rollo, Willow Springs, Tom Sock, or Ben Davis. If you could try to check in again, please, I'd appreciate it.
Kilo Mike 6, Alpha Oscar Bravo, KM6 AOB, Ralph Bolivar on the 015.
Yeah, remember.
Ralph got you in there, KM6 AOB in Bolivar, good signal. Are there any other stations that would like to check in the net before I close it down tonight? Please call now. KB0 NHX Net Control.
This is the K0 NXA repeater network.
0 to HL Nevada. Romeo, KC0 LIR, Clinton in rural Phelps County. Going through the raw repeater, 146.820, and I'm located 3.15 miles northwest of Winkler. That's still in rural Phelps County, and I got about 1 1.25 inches of rain that I dumped out this evening. This is KC0LL73.
All right, I got two more check-ins there. I got Dennis, W0HL up in Nevada. Dennis, I was getting ready to send out law enforcement to your house to do a check the well-being, because normally you check in the net, and I was beginning to wonder what was going on with you. Thanks for checking in and saving me the phone call. And then we had Clinton, KC0LIR, up near Winkler, Missouri, on the Rolla repeater. Clinton, haven't heard you in a while. I hope you're doing all right. We're just actually talking to some people the other day, but people don't really check in, and we haven't heard in a while, and you're one of the call signs that came up, so I'm glad you checked in tonight. Is everything going all right with you?
I've been pretty busy with the same job, but a new employer. I no longer work for the city of Rolla as a school crossing guard. I now work for the Rolla School District number 31, but still as a school crossing guard. And I also still have major medical problems. The biggest problem, I think, that I have to always make sure I'm taken care of is the fact that I'm a kidney recipient. It's been 3 years ago this evening, right now, since I got my call. The call that I was wanting to receive. And it came through three years ago tonight. And my surgery, my transplant surgery happened on Monday, November the 1st, 2021. Thank you. Keep Christ our Lord in reverence. KC0LIR.
Clinton, I'm glad to hear you're doing all right, and hopefully doing the same job but for a different employer. Hopefully that's working out, and hopefully there's not too much change for you, but I'm sure that you'll work through it and get used to it in time. All right, well, I want to thank everybody who checked in tonight. We're going to go ahead and close the net down. See how many check-ins we had tonight. Well, it looks like about 23, if I can count it right. So thank you, everybody checked in, and we'll have one more net next week before the Hamfest. But if you don't get a chance to check into it, we hope you can make it out to the Nixa Hamfest on November the 9th. Doors open 8 a.m. All the money proceeds that we make over and above the expenses go to support the Southwest Missouri linked repeater system. In particular, last year's project was getting the Golden City 146.79 repeater on the air. And also we've made some upgrades to the 015 repeater. And this year our hopes are to make enough money to move the Branson 146.655 repeater to a better location there at Shepherd of the Hills. All right, well, with that, we'll say 73. And I think Brad's in net control next week, so make sure and check in and give him a lot of trouble. KB0 NHX.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for stopping by. K6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, where ham radio comes to life. We're going to close the stream down, and I'm going to go jump over on the Simplex net. Remember, 146.460 if you're in Southwest Missouri. If you don't hear Sean at first, he'll get on his beam and spin it around, and he spins it all the way around from the southeast all the way back around to the southwest, and he's over there in Aurora. We get people over in Joplin, all kinds of people checking in when he spins around on the beam. So hopefully we'll hear people over there. And also, hopefully, we're going to see a lot of you that stop by the stream at the Nixa Hamfest next week, a week from Saturday, November the 9th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go to nixahams.net to purchase tickets, and you can go to the smlrs.info to get more info. All right, 73, all. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Make comments below. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. 73, all.